Hi everyone and welcome back. Okay, so this is the scene that I'm going to be drawing today. It's a mountain scene. It's called Cook's Mountain in New Zealand. Now the reason I'm doing this one is because we had a photo competition over on Patreon and I accepted 20 entries from the members. They all posted 20 photos in and I made a video of them all, and all the members voted on the one that they wanted to see me draw, and obviously this is the one that won. I think they wanted to torture me a little bit, don't you? It's quite a tricky one, this one. But that's okay, I'm always up for a challenge like this. Anyway, so I started the drawing off using the grid method, so I could get everything all in proportion in the correct place. And I'm using a 2H pencil just to start the line drawing off. Starting off nice and light so that if I make any mistakes, they're easy to erase. You don't want to press too hard at the line drawing stage. Keep it nice and light, nice and simple. Now the paper that I'm working on is A4 and it's my usual Daler Rowney smooth heavyweight cartridge paper. Really nice paper to work on. I'll leave some links for it in the description below if you're interested in trying this paper. I've used a variety of pencils in this one. I mostly used an old set of Derwent Graphics for the lighter pencils, the H grade pencils, and for all the darker work I mostly used Faber-Castell 9000s, and I used a couple of mechanical pencils as well, just for the finer details, but I'll leave links in the description to all the materials that I use for this video. Now this is just going to be a quick overview of the drawing. The drawing took hours to do, so the full lesson of this, as always, will be over on my Patreon channel. I think there's 14 videos to accompany this, with loads of content there for you, all in real time. No voiceovers or anything like that. All the talking and narration is in real time. So the full lesson will be over on Patreon. I'll leave a link in the description below and on the end screen cards to my Patreon channel if you're interested in drawing along with this one. So I guess we can't really draw a mountain scene without mentioning Bob Ross, can we? Unavoidable really with a scene like this. I used to watch Bob Ross quite a few years ago actually, and I did actually paint along with him. I used to do his mounting technique there with the palette knives and everything, and really get some nice effects doing that. But it's been many years since I had my oil paints out and painted any mountains or anything, and I don't often draw mountains. Occasionally I do, but where I live there isn't very many mountains at all. In fact, there isn't any mountains at all where I live. It's completely flat. You'll be lucky if you find a hill around here, so this kind of scenery is something I'm not used to. So it's nice to get the pencils out and actually draw something like this. I mean, usually I like to draw trees, fields, that kind of thing. But every now and again, something like this really does inspire me to have a go at drawing it. I mean, my only experience with mountains is when I went on a camping trip with the school many years ago, and we climbed up Mount Snowdon, and that was the first mountain that I ever saw in my life, and I ended up climbing that mountain, and it's had a profound effect on me. It really did. It was a life-changing experience, to stand on top of Mount Snowdon and do a 360, and look all around you, and you can just see for miles and miles around. As a young teenager, I'd never seen anything like that in my life, and it kind of changes your mind. Your mind's kind of trying to get some sort of perspective on this, and the distance and everything. It's trying to adjust to what you're seeing. And like I say, it had a real profound effect on me. And drawing this picture, brought back a lot of those memories for me. Now, just to put this thing into some sort of perspective, the mountain that I'm drawing today, Mount Cook in New Zealand, it's 3,724 metres tall, and the mountain that I climbed was only 1,085 metres tall, so it was a baby in comparison to this. And when you think that Mount Everest is 8,848 metres tall, that's a colossal mountain, isn't it? The one I climbed was just a tiny one. And I'm no mountaineer. I mean, in fact, I'm scared of heights. I don't even know how I got up that mountain in the first place. but there was no sheer drops or anything like that. It was quite an easy path, you know, quite an easy hike up there. But the views from the top are really, you know, fantastic, absolutely outstanding. But these days, all my mountaineering adventures just take place on paper, in the comforts of my own home. Nice and easy, nice and safe. And well, if mountains are not your thing, you know, if you don't like drawing mountains, there's plenty of other projects over on Patreon. I've been on there for over 2 years now, and there's a vast library of projects and tips and techniques videos for you over there. Let's just take a quick look at just some of the finished drawings that I've done on Patreon, just to give you a quick idea of some of the projects that you can get involved with if you want to. Here's just a quick overview of some of the ones that we've done last year. There's quite a wide variety of subjects there. Some of them are specifically for beginners, and others are a little bit more complicated, more for intermediates and advanced. But I'm sure you'll find something there that you'll like. And it's not just all graphite, there's watercolour over there as well, mixed media techniques, and lots of you know, tips and techniques videos. We have Q&A videos and all that kind of thing, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it over there. Plus you can post your artwork there on the community section, and you can make friends with all the other members and get comments from them on your artwork. Got a really friendly community of members over there, fantastic people, really supportive. You know, it's a great place to be. You know, you can post your work there and not worry about any criticism or judgment or anything like that. Everybody's really supportive and helpful over there. Okay, so I'll leave you to watch the rest of the video in peace, and as I mentioned earlier, I'll leave links to all the products that I used in the description below, and there'll also be a link there for Patreon, and I'll put one on the end screen card for you there as well. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care everybody, bye for now.